All right, if you are hanging out in chat, this is the beginning of game two. For this game, I am playing Zndrsplt and Okaun, the coin flip commanders. They both have, at the beginning of combat on your turn, flip a coin until you lose a flip, and they each do something different when I win. Zndrsplt says when I win, I draw a card. Okaun doubles its power and toughness until end of turn. So we play a lot of draw spells, and then you hope to give it unblockable or trample and take people out with commander damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am going to be playing Shirei.
Shiro.
Shirei.
Brian Kibler's dog.
Shirei, Shizo's Caretaker. This deck is all about mono black creatures with 1 power or less and just sacking them on every single turn, and they return on every single turn.
You had me at mono black.
Ugh. No.
It's me, Dan, again, and I'm playing Kenrith, the Return King. But as usual, I have to make things difficult for myself. So I am playing an all +1/+1 counter themes. The big reason I play Kenrith is for that red, give everything haste and trample, and then the second ability to put +1/+1 counters. There is 0 infinite combos in this deck that I know of, and it's literally just make big stompy creatures and punch face.
All right.
Nice.
All right. I'm playing Alela, Artful, Provocateur. This is a flying/fairy tribal deck. Pretty low to the ground, a lot of aggressive flying. There may or may not be combos in here. I don't know. It's part of the game, so if they're there, they are.
I think I have one with the Ifrit where you can pay 0 infinite times to flip coins. That's my only one though. We have to roll 2d6 to see who goes first.
Snake eyes.
I got a 6.
I got
7.
That means I win, right? Snake eyes?
No, that's in the bad rules dice rolling that we talked about before.
Oh, I
I
know
get
you
to
are
re-roll.
first.
See, when we roll on camera, I will
going
always go first. Worm coil.
Mike, I at least appreciate going second, so I'll take it.
Yeah. It's a good time. It's better than going last, right?
Yes. Though apparently that worked out well for me last game.
See, I told you, it happened the exact same way. You get left alone at the beginning, and you just come back at the end.
I can't even claim credit for the game. I credit Living Death. That wasn't even mine.
I'm sure Living Death thanks you just as much back for using it to its fullest advantage.
Yep.
I'm good with my hand. Is everyone else good with theirs?
Mine is keepable, so I need to keep it.
I am
good.
also good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, listen.
Then I will draw for turn. I will play a snow-covered swamp as my land for turn and pass.
Fancy. I'm going to draw.
This works out.
I'm going to play this command tower and pass the turn.
You're fixed.
Yeah.
Me too.
So you know how last game I couldn't draw any of the lands? I have a feeling this game is going to be the exact opposite. Pass the turn.
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
Shuffling my first mulligan into my library, and I'll be good to go. Okay. All right, drawing a card for the turn. I'm going to go ahead and play a Sunken Hollow tapped and pass turn.
All right. I'm going to draw. I'm going to play an island. So this is a coin flip deck. So I have a mana crypt because it flips coins.
Of course.
I'm going to play a
Target
Talisman
acquired.
of Creativity. And then I'm going to play... no, not that way. Onaganada. It can only be attached to a creature with power 3 or greater. Equipped creature gets +3/+0 and has trample. And then I pass my turn.
Okay.
Draw. Snow-covered swamp. Jet Medallion.
Ooh.
Pass the turn.
Draw. Play Blood Crypt tap, pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap and draw. I'll go ahead and play an island. I'm going to tap for a black and a blue, and I'm going to cast Demonic Tutor and then pass turn.
All right,
Nice.
untap. At my upkeep, I have to flip a coin. I'm gonna roll a die. If I get evens, that's heads, and tails, I take the damage. It was even, so I don't take any damage. With a 2, and I draw. I am going to play Utadaki, the Cloud Keeper, tapped. I can tap it and pay 2 life, add 2 colorless mana, only to play legendary spells.
What?
It just makes it so you can cast your commanders because they're both legendary, like, sooner, because they do both cost 5.
Huh.
Sorry, it's turn 2 and you have 6 mana. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, no big deal.
I'm going to pay 3 and play Thassa, God of the Sea. And then I will pass my turn.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to...
You did not miss much, Oak Wolf. They said their internet went out, but they're back now. Only a turn 1 Mana Crypt Talisman and a land.
Didn't
play
miss much. Jeez.
Snow-covered swamp, and I'm going to tap 3 to cast a Skittering Surveyor. When it enters the battlefield, I may search my library for a basic land, reveal it, put it in my hand, and shuffle my library. It's a 1/2.
All right.
Sorry, I know I have some glare on here. I'm going to grab a Snow-covered swamp, put it in my hand, and then say go.
All this ramping going on. So jealous. Oh, I finally hit my ramp.
This is going in my hand.
I'm
It's
gonna
not-
play a Bountiful Promenade.
Do we all
I'm
scoop in
going
response,
to-
or
Farseek.
seek and far?
And I'm gonna go get something with a swamp in it. Probably my green black thing, and then pass the turn.
Okay.
I only own this talisman because Coyle gave it to me because he opened so much Modern Horizons.
It's a really good set.
It is a really good set. It's one that I didn't open. I think I opened literally 2 packs, and I opened Bizarre Trade Mage twice.
Yes, that's a bad card.
It's not great.
I'm going to pay a blue for a Soul Ring.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I not have.
Then after that, I'll pass turn.
All right, untap. At my
That's terrifying.
upkeep, I'm going to first scry 1. And put that on bottom. And then I'm going to roll my coin. And I take 3 damage.
First blood.
We'll do that one right there.
All right. And then I'm going to draw for turn. All right, so I'm going to play an Evolving Wilds. And I'm going to fetch and get myself a mountain tapped. And then I will play 3, 4, 5, lose 2 life and play Zndrsplt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I will, it's pay 2 life. Yep, pay 2 life. Okay. And then I'm going to, I have to go to combat. So when I go to combat, I roll for Zndrsplt. I got a 5, so I don't draw anything. And then I end my turn.
All right, I will untap, and I will draw. I will play a snow-covered swamp. I will tap 4 to cast Shirei.
Yeah.
I'll pass turn.
Mm-hmm. All you people doing all this fun stuff.
He doesn't have a
This
sack
guy's gonna
outlet
come
yet,
in.
though.
No, swing in, so I can block with my Skittering Surveyor.
I'll play a forest.
I bought this Mana Crypt forever ago in foil, and it was in another deck that I ended up losing the coin flip in an extra turns deck, and I killed myself before I could win.
Chromatic Lantern.
Nice.
And then I'm going to tap all out because I'm greedy.
Go for it.
I'm going to cast Read the Bones.
Oh.
Do you want to target me?
Mwah.
Is it target player or is it you?
It says you,
Oh.
me. I'm going to scry 2. 1, 2.
Card is seriously so
I'm going to
good.
keep this one, and I'm going to bottom the other one and draw a card.
Okay.
You draw, you draw that card and
Yeah,
card.
yep. That one goes back on top, and then I draw.
Yep.
So I've
Yep.
drawn a total of 2 cards, and I need to lose 2 life. And with that, I'm done.
Okay. I'm gonna tap out, and I'm gonna flash in Vendilion Click at the end of your turn.
I don't even remember
What does that
does
do again?
anymore.
Yeah.
So I didn't think about this for the online world, but Andy, I want to look at your hand. Could you possibly send a picture to me on Discord of your hand?
I can close my eyes.
Sure.
Hear that, whichever way works.
Chris, I can just send you a quick message. That works.
Okay.
I only have 3 cards in hand, so it'll be real quick.
Okay.
Right
Did not
here.
think about that for this.
Well, while we're resolving this, I'm going to make room for more alcohol.
Fair
Go
enough.
for it. Okay, I sent you the message. Messages.
The messages.
3 messages.
On Discord or on Twitter, by the way?
I did it on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Let me pull up Twitter real quick then.
On the Twitter, where you can all find me at ATFlurry. Look at that segue. Segue.
Wow, what a disappointing hand.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put the bottom one on the bottom of your deck, and you get to draw a card.
On the bottom of my deck?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It probably makes my hand better, in all honesty.
Probably. All right, and then after that, I'll go to my turn. I'll untap. All right.
We were
I'll
trying,
draw
so we were looking at building Jeskai decks and doing a stream before the 4th of July with 4 Jeskai decks, and I was like, oh, I'll put back together my Zedru the Great-Hearted deck, and that's horrendous. You should not play that on stream. You can't play a Zedru deck on stream.
Yeah. Oh god, the nightmare.
You have these 3, and you have this one, and I control this land of yours. It'd be a nightmare.
Let's see here.
Did I miss anything?
Nope. I just Andy put a card on the bottom of his library, and I just played my land for the turn.
What was the card they put on the bottom?
You don't
We
get.
don't get to know.
Oh, you don't get to know.
We
don't
don't.
get to
I
know.
put it on bottom, and then I drew a card. And Chris was disappointed with the terrible hand that I had. He didn't get to take anything good.
Well, because you've already cast all the good stuff: the Mana Crypt, the Ramp, the
You're right.
the Voltron, the Thassa. You know.
You got to get it
All right.
out fast so that no one can steal it from you.
Gotta go fast.
Got to go fast.
I am going to pay 2 and 2 black, and I'm going to cast Rankle, Master of Prankle. And then I'm going to go to combat.
No blocks.
I'm going to send 3 at Andy and 3 at Coil, both flying.
Oh yeah, both flying. No blocks.
And when he deals combat damage to Andy, I'm going to have each player discard a card, and then each player lose 1 life and draw a card. So you have to discard first because you have to do it in order.
I'm discarding a forest.
Discarding.
I'm discarding
a turn.
I'm discarding Mirror Sire.
I'm going to discard this Esper Panorama. And then we're all going to lose a life and draw a card.
Okay. Losing a life, drawing a card.
And then after that, I pass turn.
All right. Untap. In my upkeep, I'm going to scry 1. And I'm going to put that on bottom. And then I'm going to roll my coin. I'm going to take 3 damage. I'm going to draw for turn. All right. And then I'm going to... What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to play a mountain.
So much mana.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to play Okaun. Eye of Chaos.
Does he have haste or anything?
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
I have stuff to enable it on the field right now. No.
Does the equipment do it?
This gives +3/+0 and trample.
That's terrifying too.
So what I'm going to do is move to combat. So first I roll coins for each of them until I lose. So first I'm going to start with Zndrsplt, rolling evens as wins. So that's 1. Let me mark it with this. There's 1, so I draw. And then that's 2. And then, okay, so then I stop with Zndrsplt, and now I'm going to do the same thing for Okaun. And that is a 1, so I don't roll there. So Okaun is now a 12/12. Can't swing. So I
almost wish I had my commander out right now.
To give it haste.
To give it haste.
Haste and trample.
That would be so nice. I am going to play a Planar Chaos. It's an enchantment that has at the beginning of my upkeep, flip a coin. If I lose it, I sacrifice this. And it has whenever a player casts a spell, they flip a coin. If they lose it, that spell is countered.
That's stupid, Andy.
I figured if Chris has a counter spell, he's going to use it on this.
Okay, hold on a second. So I was replying to someone about some Black Lives Matters facts.
Sure.
So let me back up here. So Planar Chaos. Did you just play that, or did you play Okaun?
Nope. I just played Planar Chaos. Okaun was before combat, so this is what is on the stack.
Yeah, I'm going to pay 2 and Dovin's veto that Planar Chaos.
Absolutely. Fair enough. And then after that, I passed my turn.
Chris is on the good boy list right now. Draw for turn. I'm going to play a Temple of the False God as my land for turn.
Ooh.
I'm going to tap 2 mana.
So much mana over there.
To cast a Grim Horsepex.
Ooh, great card.
Since my black spells cost 1 less with my Jet Medallion.
Huh. That seems good.
It's pretty good. It's not bad. I'm going to tap 4 mana then after that to cast Mindless Automaton.
That's really good.
So Mindless Automaton will enter the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters. I can pay 1 to discard a card to put a +1/+1 counter on Mindless Automaton, or I can remove 2 +1/+1 counters from Mindless Automaton, allowing it to die as a 0/0 and draw a card. I'm going to remove...
Which translates to draw 2 cards with Grim Horsepex out there?
Draw 2 cards on every
turn.
Oh, God, that's disgusting. I sort of love it.
I'm going to remove 2 counters from Mindless Automaton.
I love it. As much as I hate Shirei, I love this deck. It's so good.
It's so fun. It's so interesting to play.
It's so different than most decks. Like, it's really different.
Yeah.
What?
I will.
Wait. How's it different? It's Black Reanimator.
But
it just cares about different things to reanimate.
Sure.
I will move to my end step.
Okay.
Shirei trigger. I will return Mindless Automaton to the battlefield.
Shocking.
I don't have a choice. It happens.
It happens. Anything else, sir?
No, sir.
I'm going to untap and draw a card. I'm going to play this Glacial Forest. I'm going to tap 3, and it really doesn't matter which 3 I tap. I'm going to play Rhythm of the Wild.
Nice.
Great card.
Okay.
One of my favorites.
Wait, but this is a counters deck though, so you have to choose a +1/+1 counter every single time, right?
Well, I'm going to cast a Carrion Feeder, and I'm going to choose +1/+1 counter.
Nice.
Why?
So you
Why
can block
change?
with it.
That's
Right?
correct. I could. I think that's all I do, unfortunately.
Okay.
At the end of your second main phase,
Oh God.
I'm going to remove 2+1/+1 counters from Mindless Automaton and draw 2 cards.
I absolutely love and hate this in absolutely equal measures.
And then at your end step, Shirei will trigger and Mindless Automaton will come back.
I'm pretty sure it's just sheer jealousy.
It's pretty cool. I highly recommend this deck. You can also build it super budget.
That's how it started out, right?
It did. It was the reason I built it is because it was budget and it did stuff.
Is there a Sir Conrad in this deck?
No,
Oh, I'm shocked.
I don't think there is.
Okay, I'll untap and draw.
It's in. I think I have one copy and it's in my Hogak deck.
I missed it.
Oh,
Chat
I
said
ended up
while
with,
I
like,
was
10
busy
units.
advertising my Twitter to mention that we do have a TCG player affiliate link. So you can check out our website, guardianprojectpodcast.com, and get your singles if you can't find them at your LGS through that.
You should also leave a like and a comment and definitely subscribe on
Please.
Spotify, Apple Music,
YouTube, if you're on YouTube right now.
YouTube for sure. More
Please.
YouTube subscribers we get, we can actually get a URL that isn't a million miles long.
And if you listen on Apple Podcasts, if you want to leave us a review, we'd appreciate it because we only have one and we love some more.
And the one review isn't actually like true.
It used to be. So our podcast used to be like a weekly review. We would talk about a lot of things going on, and now we're mostly Commander. So chat says start a cult.
Deal.
I thought that's what this was already.
Magic is a cult. I think you're right, Dan.
You know how hard it is to pass a punch bowl around during quarantine? Man.
I'm gonna cast an Elishnorn.
Okay.
I may have a response to that. Oh, first of all, I'll let it go around the table first.
It
Anybody
gives.
else have a response?
What does it give to other
Oh,
creatures?
never mind. I don't have a response. I
That's
lied.
really good against Shirei.
It gives +2/+2 to mine and -2/-2 to others.
I'm literally shut out of this game right now.
Oh no! I will try to help you, Coil. I have
I
no
mean, I guess-
responses. I have nothing.
I do.
I thought I had a response, but I don't.
I am going to remove 2+1/+1 counters from Mindless Automaton, and I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
That's my response.
Like I said, I thought I had a response. Now I don't.
Okay, so that happens.
Yep. So
My
Shirei
Peter dies.
Shirei's going to Command Zone, Skittering Surveyor, and Grim Horsepex die. I will draw 1 more card.
Zndrsplt is now a 0/3 and Oaken's a 1/1.
Hey, Chris, I thought you said there was this flying and fairy tribal. Last time I checked, Elishnorn is neither one of those things.
She has an ally.
That does not fit the criteria of flying and/or fairy.
Okay, I'm gonna go to combat. I'm going to swing in 3 at Dan with Rankle, or sorry, 5 at Dan with Rankle, and 5 at Coil with Vendilion Click.
I got no response to that.
No.
Okay, each player is going to discard a card from Rankle,
Okay.
and then each player is going to lose 1 life and draw a card.
Discarding
Aggravated
assault.
Memorial to Fall.
Thron
Okay.
Query. Of course. By the way, this was the answer I needed, and I too late.
I took my 1 damage.
And then each player is going to sacrifice a creature.
Done.
And I will sacrifice Vendilion Click.
I'll sack Zndrsplt.
And then after that, I pass turn.
All right. Untap my upkeep. I'm going to scry 1 first. Put that on bottom. And then I'm going to roll for my mana crypt. I got an even. I got a 6. So I will... so now Oaken is a 2/2. I draw for turn. I'm going to play an island. Well, this is weird. How does this work? Whatever. We'll deal with it. There's a judge on stream, so they'll answer my question. I'm going to
Hello,
Chaos
friends.
Warp that Elishnorn.
Okay.
So my question now is, my Oaken's a 2/2 right now. It becomes a 3/3, but its power was already doubled. What happens? Does it just become a 3/3?
So you're going to combat.
No, not yet.
But he won a coin flip with his
I won
crypt.
a coin flip with Mana Crypt. So it was a 1/1
Okay.
because of Elesh Norn that became a 2/2. Now I'm
Mhm.
getting rid of your Elesh Norn that was giving it -2/-2, which puts its base back to 3/3, but it was doubled to a 2/2. Is it just a 3/3?
Well, did you already resolve the coin flip, or are you doing this in response to the trigger from the Mana Crypt?
No, I resolved this. This was the card I drew for turn.
Okay,
So
then
it was a
it
2/2.
is-
Now I'm casting this. So is it just going to be a 3/3?
It's just going to be a 3/3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That feels bad, but I feel Coil's locked out with that Elesh Norn, so.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the cards he just drew in one round, do I feel any guilt at all? Not at all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Jeez,
Yeah,
how
you're-
many cards do you have in hand?
I think 12.
Wow. Okay.
I won't lie, Mike. I
Hold
have some serious envy of that hand size.
Yes. You know what they say about big hands.
Yeah.
Lots of cards.
All right, don't
Okay,
hurt me,
shuffle,
Coil, on your next turn. Please.
I don't even know what I'm going to do on my next turn right now. I haven't figured it out yet. Why, are you going to kill? Are you going to try to like do a lot of damage to me?
No. I just don't
Oh.
want you to come back and just wipe the board or something.
Oh, no.
All right, top card is
I'm not going to do a board wipe till there's more than one creature.
Dream
Dream
Trawler.
Trawler.
Dream
Now
Trawler.
that is a flying card, sir.
That's a good one. That's a
That's a good one.
All right. So now, I'm gonna move to combat with Oaken, and I'm gonna roll, and I got a 5, so nothing happens. So it's
Excuse
just
me.
a 3/3. That's probably not gonna block anything anyway. Dan, I'm gonna hit you for 3.
What?
And then
Commander damage, right?
commander damage from Oaken specifically.
1, 2.
And then after that,
2, 3.
You know, I thought about giving your creatures haste and trample. Now they do that.
if you do that, it'll never come
Great.
at you. It'll never come at you. All right, I'm gonna pay
Uh-huh.
2 and equip O Naginata to Oaken. And then, so now
That's
it is
tight for the
a.
trigger. No, I'm just kidding.
It gets +3/+0 and has trample.
All right, all right.
And then I pass my turn.
I will untap and only draw one card.
Only one. Poor, pathetic. So sad.
Oh, it's fun. We have fun. I'm going to tap this Temple of the False God for 2 colorless mana to cast a Perilous Mirror.
What does that do?
When Perilous Mirror is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player.
All right, all right.
I will then tap 1 black to cast a Diabolic Intent, and as an additional cost, I will sacrifice my Perilous Mirror.
Can you get rid of that rankle, possibly?
It's a 3/3.
I know it's only
So-
dealing 2, but can you get rid of that rankle?
Not right now, no.
Now
But I can do 2 damage to Chris's face.
I will take the 2 damage to the face.
When in doubt, player removal is the answer.
I will search for that card and put it into my hand. And then I will play a completely different card as land for turn. I'm going to play as Cabal Coffers.
Anyone
Uh-huh.
surprised?
Uh-huh.
This is, look, it's
It's
the
foil. It's the
FNM Pro
best. I
one.
love.
Okay,
more foils.
okay, Mr. Baller. I see you.
I only have like 5 foils in the deck.
Could you flex just a little harder?
Yes.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I'll let you know when I draw those
It's
cards.
my muscles.
Okay. I'm gonna tap my Cabal Coffers for 4.
That was a horrible me trying to flex. I apologize.
You are all good. I am going to cast a Bottle Gnomes for 3 mana.
What does that do?
Bottle Gnomes is a 1/3 that says sacrifice Bottle Gnomes, you gain 3 life.
All right.
Nice.
So I have 1 floating black. Black spells cost 1 less. I am just going to go to my end step after that and discard down to hand size.
How many cards do you have in your hand right now, sir?
9.
It's a tragedy.
I know. I'm going to discard a Sentinel Flute and a Snow-Covered Swamp.
Oh, what?
Sentinel Flute. It's a 5 mana artifact that you pay X and tap it. Search your library for a creature card with converted total casting cost no greater than X. Reveal that card, put it in your hand, shuffle your library afterward. Really good to grab like a Viserys or something if I need a sack outlet.
I'm going to play Stomping Ground untapped. I've already drawn my cards. I'm going to take 2 damage. I probably didn't need to do that, but...
But YOLO.
YOLO.
One, 2, 3. Oops, I need 1 more, so 4. So I'm tapping 4. And I'm going to cast a Fathom Mage, which has evolved. Whenever a creature that's bigger than it comes in, bigger power, put a +1/+1 counter it. Whenever it gets a +1/+1 counter, draw a card. Hey, I'm going to have Rhythm Wild, put a +1/+1 counter on her.
I thought you were going to change it up. I'm
going to draw a card off of that.
This is just really throw a wrench in my brain right there, giving it haste.
Do I want to do this? I think I do.
2 mana to draw a card with Kenrith. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty great.
Especially since he already has the ability 4 mana draw a card.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a Fertilid.
Ooh.
Now I have to ask, if I choose the Evolve trigger, it enters with that, right? So it would come in with 3 counters, which would make it bigger than Fathom Mage?
Yeah, it
That's
says
correct.
It enters
And then
with,
this would roll up to 3? Yep. Well, this is an ETB trigger too, right?
That's an ETB.
That's an ETB trigger. Yes.
So it would enter with it, so it would be bigger when it enters, right? So I would.
no,
no,
only
the
goes up
ETB
with
would
1
happen
counter.
after it enters.
Yeah, so it enters with 2 counters.
Yeah,
So I don't get to roll her up. Is what I'm saying.
No, you don't.
No, he should.
What's her power and toughness?
She's a 1/1.
Okay. We have too many cooks in the kitchen here.
No, she's a 2/2 at the moment.
Right.
Okay, she's a 2/2. The Fertilid is going to enter as a 2/2.
Correct.
When after his entered is when the ETB trigger is going to go on the stack. After Evolve will have checked to see if it's going to. So
it's
she's
probably impossible for Fertilid ever to get that trigger because the Fertilid actually enters with 2+. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, it enters with 2++ encounters.
Okay.
And Fathom Mage is a 1/1 right now. It's a 2/2 right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after Fertilid is already entered and the Evolve trigger would have already checked to see if that was bigger or not, then the Rhythm of the Wild trigger would go on the stack.
Do I really want to do this then? Yeah, might as well. There's no reason not to.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Non-token creatures you control have right. They enter the battlefield for choice of a +1. Okay, so it does enter.
They enter with
it.
it.
So it will enter with it. I had to read. Yeah, so you will draw your card. My bad.
No, I didn't realize that either. I thought Riot was an ETB trigger.
Yeah, I just had to look at the reminder text. It says enters with your choice of a +1/+2 counter. Hey, so it doesn't get added after the fact.
Okay. I am now done.
Okay. Woo! Sorry, Andy. I just couldn't. I was trying to read the rules text.
You're good. I was like, we're gonna get
there's
there.
There's like 3 people talking.
we were all getting there at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Draw my card for the turn. I'm going to pay a black. White, black, a white. Yeah, I'll tap it like that. I'm gonna cast Alela.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a llama emoji?
Oh, I got to see. Is this a llama emoji? Oh my
Or is
god,
it a doge? Is it a llama or a doge?
that's
It's-
totally it. I think that's a Doge.
It's Doge. Hey. Thanks for the raid.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Playing some Paper
Alright,
Commander right now, as you likely already see.
I'm gonna go ahead and go to combat. I'm gonna attack with Rankle at Coil and Dream Trawler at Andy, and when Dream Trawler attacks,
Dream Drawler.
Dream.
it has +1/+0 from me drawing my card for the Genari, so it's currently a 4/5.
Mm-hmm.
And when it attacks, I get to draw cards. So it's going to be a 5/5. So it's going to be 5 total coming at Andy,
All right.
and 3 coming at Coil.
It's not. Oh, Alela only gives pluses to fairies.
Oh,
No,
wait a
it's
second. It's for other flying creatures.
Yep.
So 6 coming at Andy and 4 coming at Coil.
All right, I'll take one more.
I'd take 4.
All right, and then when Dream Trawler deals damage, I'm going to gain a life, so I'm going to gain 6.
Dream Trawler has lifelink too.
It does.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
flying
that's
and
so
lifelink.
good. I love it.
And then Rankle Master is going to trigger, and each player is going to discard a card.
It is. I would like to ask: is that the only trigger that you're doing for it? For
No,
Wrinkle?
each player is also going to lose a life and draw a card.
Okay, so you're not choosing Sack a Creature.
No, I'm not choosing Psychic Creature.
Well,
Okay.
thank you. That was wonderful.
I for once have a very hard decision to make.
For everybody
I
just
actually
joining
think-
us, we are from the Guardian Project podcast.
I'm
Andy
discarding an
and
arcane
Mike.
denial.
Mm.
You can check us out on pretty much anywhere you can listen to podcasts or on our website at guardianprojectpodcast.com.
All right, I will discard a Throne of the God Pharaoh.
I'm discarding.
Discarding a throne. Wow, what is in your hand, sir?
A lab.
I mean, I only have 3
I'm
creatures.
discarding a Lab Maniac.
Okay.
You made
I'm gonna
more.
discard a High Market.
Ooh.
All right, and then each player is going to lose 1 life and draw a card.
I am down to 20 already. Oh, man.
All right, and then I'll go ahead and go to second main phase. And go ahead and go to the end of my second main phase and go to my end step and pass turn.
All right. Untap. At my upkeep, I have to roll for my mana crypt. Evens is heads. Odds is tails. Because I'm rolling coins here. I got an odd. So I'm going to take 3 damage from that mana crypt.
Okay.
That Mana Crypt's done. Is it 9 or 12 damage to you this game?
I think it's... It might
It's at least 9.
Is it 3 times? I feel like it's only 6. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm going to scry now with Thassa. I'm going to put that on bottom.
Just grab me some tears.
And I'm going to draw this card. I'm going to play an island. I am going to play... well... I'm going to tap Mana Crypt and play Krark's Thumb.
Oof.
Ooh.
If I would flip a coin instead, flip 2 and ignore one of them.
I don't like this at all.
All right.
I'm going to respond.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to tap 2 and a blue. I'm going to cast the Mesmeric Glare part of Hypnotic Sprite and counter target spell if command costs 3 or less.
Narset's Reversal.
Okay. I'll go back to my hand.
So you return it to his hand, and then you get a copy of it. And you have to target something. I don't know if it worked.
It says copy target instant or sorcery, then return it to its owner's hand. So I'm going to copy it, targeting it.
Okay. Wait,
Yep.
doesn't it say then you choose new targets for the copy afterward, though?
You may choose new targets for the copy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a may.
Okay, so Kark's Thumb resolves. I'm gonna move to combat
Mm-hmm.
and
Terrifying.
roll for Okaun. I rolled 2. So I got 2 odds. That happens.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? See that? I mean that absolutely. It absolutely happens. It absolutely happens.
Mm-hmm.
I will. Pay 2 and give Okaun unblockable. And Chris, I'm going to swing at you for 6.
I will take 6 Okaun commander damage.
Actually, well, hold on. Oh, yeah, I messed up. It's fine. Okay. No, I didn't. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I will pass my turn.
Vampiric tutor?
There's a lot of tutors in this cheap deck you talk about.
I said it started as a cheap deck.
Well, I feel like I should respond to that, but I won't.
Oh, okay. I'm grabbing a land, okay?
We all know it's Urborg.
Of course. Why would I
Freaking
not
hate
grab
it.
Urborg?
It gets you 2 extra mana, which really isn't
Here.
that much, or 3.
Here.
It'll be 3.
Your flex?
Is that your other
Yeah,
flex?
yeah.
No, my Shirei's foil too, and so are my altars
Coil has the foil, the box topper of
Urborg.
of
I'm not
Urborg,
playing with that
but won't
card.
put it in here.
I will not play with that card. No.
No.
See, I have a box topper version of what is it? Micaeus. And I absolutely
Nice.
do play it in my Krav deck.
The only showcase full card I got from Ultimate Masters was Bitter Blossom, and I have it in my Yawgmoth deck.
Bitter Blossom.
I'm gonna play my land for turn. I'm gonna play this Urborg.
Yeah, I'll make you really sad. The first Ultimate Masters box I opened up, I got a Snapcaster.
Oh,
And I sold it immediately and bought another box of Ultimate Masters.
yeah, I bet you did.
I'm just not a blue mage.
I love it.
I still like that artwork, honestly.
Oh,
gonna
that's the
tap-
newer artwork? Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap 7. My Cabal coffers for 7 black.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
I will use 6 of it with 1 floating to cast my commander, Shirei. I will then use another 1 mana
Could all just die right here.
to cast Victimize. Choose 2 creatures in my graveyard, and then sacrifice a creature I control and return those creatures to the battlefield.
Do they come and play tapped or anything like that?
They do come into play tapped. I'm going to choose Mindless Automaton and Grim Horspecs.
All right.
Sack Bottle Gnomes. These come into play tapped.
So you gain 3 life, right?
What? From what?
About bottle gnomes? What does that do?
Bottle Gnomes, I actually have to activate the ability to sacrifice it to gain.
Okay.
Oh.
Never mind.
So I'll get 2+1/+1 counters on Mindless Automaton. And then I will remove 2+1/+1 counters from Mindless Automaton. I'll draw 2 cards.
He's in that rhythm.
Gotta love the rhythm.
I don't like this at all, actually.
And then
Yeah, that's really, really good. Really, really strong.
I'm going to tap 4 to cast a Gray Merchant of Asphodel.
I have a response to that. Are you all tapped out now, sir?
I'm tapped out, yep.
Oh, God, never mind. I can't. God, I keep misreading this card. Never mind. No, I can't do anything about it.
2, 3, 4. So we're gonna all lose 4 life each.
Yes, and I'll gain 12.
Okay.
Quick, look over at that board. It's scary.
I will move to my end step, and Shirei triggers will go in this deck. Shirei triggers.
When you go to combat, sir,
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll move to combat.
I'm going to discard Fairy Macabre, and I'm going to exile your Automaton and your Bottle Gnomes from your graveyard.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's just mean.
That's pretty good. I've
Man,
never seen that
graveyard lover
card
with
cast
graveyard.
ever.
It's not cast. You discard it.
I've never seen that card used.
I got one signed by RK
Phoenix
Post at
Phoenix
Magic
Phoenix.
Fest like 5 years ago, and I finally have a deck to play it.
I will move to my second main phase, and then I will move to my end step, and my 2 Shirei triggers will go on this deck.
Chat
But the
says
creatures are
Grim
no longer there.
Harspex trigger. Did you get your Grim Harspex trigger?
Yeah,
Okay.
I drew 2.
Oh, good.
Yep.
And it's to me now?
Yep.
Land for turn?
I was counting all of it. Omniscience.
I don't play. Why would I play a card like that? Does that involve +1/+1 counters?
That's could.
Silly.
It's like, I don't play combos in this deck, but I do play.
What about Inexorable Tide?
I think this is the smart move. I want to play this card, but it is not the time. I am just going to.
I'll tell you right now, there is no time like the present.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to play my commander.
Yes.
I have 2 triggers on the stack. I will give him a +1/+1 counter.
Mm-hmm.
I will evolve here. I will draw a card.
Evolution.
That is a good card. I will just pass the turn.
Okay.
I really want to do more, but I will be good.
Okay. I will untap. And I'll draw my card for the turn. I want to do Dreamcrawler so I can get +1/+0 until on the turn. I'm just going to put this D20 on it just to keep track of where it's +1/+0 is at.
I should have kept the Arcane Denial. I kept a 6-mana card that I really love, and I was being greedy. I should not have done that.
I always do that. No, I want to play this card later.
The 6-mana do nothing enchantment, that's what I needed.
If only Oakwolf. If only each +1/+1 counter drew you a card from Automaton.
Oh, because it's not good enough for you already?
No, not for 4 generic mana. It's not. It should be better. This stupid uncommon doesn't do enough.
I should actually consider putting that in this deck, though. I don't like removing counters. I like putting counters on things.
Well, you can pay 1 generic and discard a card from your hand and put a +1/+1 counter on it.
I don't understand this discarding concept.
I'm sorry. The guy who claims he's a mono black mage doesn't understand the discarding part.
You would think I would, but I'm the weird one. I don't want to keep all my cards in my hand, and then I just want instant value from bringing things back from the graveyard. I want to be resilient, not sneaky.
Oh, come on. You can do both.
I guess I'm a mono black paladin type, I guess.
I'm going to cast Sower of Temptation.
What does that do?
When it enters the battlefield, I gain control of target creature for as long as Sower of Temptation remains on the battlefield.
What's your target with that?
Well, it has resolve, and then
Yeah, the cast trigger has to resolve first. That's
all
the
right.
tricky.
I'm not in the right order, so I'm not saying anything.
I have
Priority
no
to
response.
Andy.
No response.
No response.
No response.
all right. Sower of Temptation will enter the battlefield, and this trigger will go on the stack. I am going to target.
Shirei.
Okaun's unblockable now, right?
Only if I pay for it with Thassa. But I won't swing at you if you don't target me.
You won't swing at me if I don't target you. Okay.
Sure.
Deal has been made.
Will you kill Chris? Still.
Nope, I have 1 card in hand.
Okay. A deal has been struck with Fandy, so I'm not going to take his Okaun.
I'm just saying, somebody has Cabal of Coffers and Urborg out
This is true.
in a way to bring back.
I'm also
If
at
it's a sack
13
outlet,
life.
you can bring back Grey Merchant, right? Every turn.
No,
No.
Grey Merchant's 2 power.
Oh, never mind.
I have no Shirei creatures out right now.
I suppose I'm going to take. It's like, honestly, the Kenrith probably the best target for me personally, but you just played it out, and let's see. I'm going to take the Grey Merchant of Asphodel, actually.
Oh, you're the worst.
You're at 35
It's the biggest
life. You're
butt
safe.
for the trample Okaun that's coming at me next turn.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Unless it just gets flung at my face. We'll see.
Grey Merchant. All right. So I'm going to take that, and then after that, I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to send Dream Trawler.
What's your intentions with that Rankle?
That Rankle?
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to have anyone sacrifice a creature at the moment, if that's what you're worried about.
Worried about the discard, but
You're worried about the discard.
I am, but I'm greedy, but that's okay.
Okay.
I'll be good.
I'm going to
How many cards
send.
do you have in hand, Dan?
What?
How many cards do you have in hand?
I have 5.
You don't want to lose any of them?
I do you not know how greedy of a player I am? I'm such a greedy player that I will actually make poor decisions to have 20 cards in hand and die, and I will die a happy player.
That's great. I love that.
I'm going to send Dream Trawler over to Coil and Rankle over to Coil. And I'm going to send Alela over, Alela flying over to Dan.
How much is she?
She's just 2. On trigger, on attack, Dream Trawler is going to cause me to draw a card, and that's going to get another +2/+0 from its triggers.
Plus
so
1 plus.
Plus
yeah,
1
it's
plus
a total of +2/+0. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6/5 coming at you, and then another 4 from Rankle Coil. So that's going to be 10 altogether.
Down to 25.
And then Dan, you're going to take 2 altogether from Alela. You already got it.
2, and I marked it as commander damage.
Okay. And then I'm going to gain 1, 2 from Alela, and then another 6 from Dream Trawler.
Jeez.
And then Rankle's going to trigger. I'm going to have each player discard a card.
In response to that, I can activate.
Well, the trigger's on the stack, so you can activate if you're trying to respond to the trigger.
I want to try Activate Kenrith to put a counter on Fathom Mage to draw a card.
Is that the only Rankle trigger going on the stack?
I'm gonna do all 3.
Wait, I lose my
All
only
3.
creature?
Actually, no. Well, I made a deal with Andy, so I'm gonna do the top 2. So no one's gonna sacrifice a creature.
So I have to discard a card, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you're gonna have to discard a card, and then each player's gonna lose a life and draw a card. That's what I'm gonna choose. That's what's gonna be on the stack.
I have really tough decisions here.
I just want to say your deal still would have been good with Andy. You didn't tell him you're gonna make him sack it.
That's true, but
I'm gonna discard my Shaman of the Great Hunt, and then we're all gonna draw a card.
yes, and we're all gonna lose a life and draw a card. I'm gonna discard Wind Reader Sphinx.
I discarded my Steam Vents and drew a different card.
Discarding Nykthos, trying to Nyx.
Okay. Second main phase. I'm going to play a Prairie Stream, and I'll come in untapped because I control 2 or more basic lands. And then after that, I will pass turn.
All right. Untap. And my upkeep, I'm going to scry 1 with Thassa. I don't know why this card is in this deck. I'm gonna leave it on top, I guess. No, I'll put it on bottom. Okay, and then I roll for Mana Crypt again. Oh, I rolled 2. I got a 4, which I'm gonna keep, not take the stupid damage.
So you got one roll in on
1 Okaun, right? So it doubles its power and toughness. So right now it's a 6/3, so it's a 12/6.
Yikes.
And I draw for turn. And I am going to pay 7 and play Zndrsplt.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody dead.
It's gonna hurt.
It'll be very quick. There will be no pain whatsoever.
I'm going to play a mountain.
Your skull's gonna be crushed in before you know it.
I'm going to move to combat.
It's gonna vaporize.
I'm going to roll.
It's literally like the Mountain and Prince Oberyn in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, except even more one-sided than that fight. It's just the mountain goes up to him and just kills him right away. There was
He squeezes his eyes in.
It's so great.
I can't believe we're talking about this show when it started off so great and it ended so bad.
What do you mean?
It did.
Oh, the ending of that season was horrific.
Oh no! Oh no! Let's not start this.
We got King Bran Flakes. Come on.
You know what? I wouldn't have had a problem with that, but it was literally we're done making the show. We got to go do something else.
My favorite part was
Let's wrap it up.
You remember all these White Walkers that we were like leading the story up to, and then it was like, no, I'm just gonna jump.
One episode. Bam.
Boom. Whole story.
I had more of an issue.
Over.
I had more of an issue with that than what they did with Daenerys or any of the other stuff they did with the last few episodes.
It literally that whole last season was like, weren't they hired to do a Star Wars?
They hopped off of it.
So
well, no, I from what I understand, they did so bad on the wrapping up the Game of Thrones that Disney sort of made them hop off.
Mm.
So I rolled 2/2. I got another one. So draw.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Okaun roll. I got a 2. Draw.
Odd.
I got a 4.
Oh God.
I got a 6. Draw. I got a 4. Draw.
Oof.
I got a 6.
You can stop anytime now, sir.
We can't.
It says roll until you lose. Draw.
Kark's thumb is just
4.
oh my God.
Remember that
doing
one
all the
time they
things you
rolled
want
2
to do,
odds?
Dan, remember? All the cards in my hand now. Okay. I
Oh,
lost on Okaun. Now I'm going to roll on Zndrsplt. All right. I got a 2. All right. Now I lost. So it is 9. So it started at 6 and then it went to 12.
No. Just tell me how many total.
I have 9 and its power initially was 6.
So 9, 2 to the 9th.
3. Its power is 3,072.
Right. It's 2 to the 9th times its base power, right?
Yeah, which is sick. Well, not it's current power.
Hmm.
Because it has an equipment on it, so it still doubles its current power. So yeah, it has 3,072 power.
Oh, you got to it faster than I did. Yep.
Okay.
I believe that's enough to kill somebody, sir. I hate the open mana also. I hate it. I'm assuming you're giving it... Do you even bother giving it unblockable? Probably not.
Yeah, it has
It's
trample.
All right.
Down with the king, off with his head. I don't know.
I don't know where you go. I don't know where the right answer is.
I don't either.
Person with the most life?
I think King Kenrith's about to start drawing a lot of cards.
I feel like that too. But King Kenrith has 2 mana open.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
Okay. I mean, you did bounce that Hypnotic Sprite back to my hand. I could back you up.
What?
Oh, oh, you do.
What does that do?
Counters a
What
Means
spell.
he has
CMC.
counter magic.
I'm saving this for somebody else, but okay.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Coil, how much mana do you have as of right now on your turn?
14.
I mean,
With-
I kind of neutered Coil's card draw.
Yes, I have been hit every single
did?
round so far.
Oh. All right, Dan. I'm gonna.
Yeah, because he
Dan, I'm gonna
stole
hit
my
you.
Grey Merchant.
You're gonna try and hit me.
I'm gonna try to hit you, Dan.
All right, I'm gonna respond. I think you guys should let this go through.
No.
I will let it go.
I'm gonna
through.
die before my next turn. So.
I'm gonna play Assassin's Trophy.
Targeting.
I actually think I'm going to target the. If I target the artifact, it loses trample, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would.
And it wouldn't be able to get it back, which would buy us some breathing room, and we could all block. And then I'm gonna.
I don't get
block with
another
the flip
turn
of
is
it,
the
I think.
problem.
Okay.
What?
For
I'm
me.
I'm
at
gonna
12.
counter the Assassin's Trophy
Why would you do that? I'm actually helping. That's why I targeted the.
because
Equipment.
I can kill him myself next turn,
Oh, he's saving the kill
and
for
I'm less
himself.
likely to be able to deal with you as opposed to any of the rest of them.
So sad. This is where I got greedy. I shouldn't have drawn the card. I have a stubborn denial in my hand that would have worked just fine. But because I got greedy and drew the card, I can't play it.
Oh.
So I die.
Okay.
I was actually saving that Associate's Trophy potentially for that Cabal Coffer. By the way, the
Yeah.
card I wanted to play was the Death's Presence.
Oh, that's the
Nice.
It's a
first
pet card.
first card I cut from every single deck.
It is. It's not good. It's not good at all, but I love it.
All right.
Second main phase. I don't have 5 mana for a Chandra's Ignition, but I don't have it.
Oh,
Well, didn't you say you weren't going to kill Chris anyways?
I wasn't. Well, I only had
Yeah.
1 card in hand. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But
yeah.
well, he actually technically said he wouldn't swing Okaun at me. He didn't say he wouldn't kill me.
That's
But
why
I did.
that's why I followed it up and said, "Are you going to
Yeah.
kill Chris?"
chat says
I did.
Bold
I
of
did
Chris-
make the good faith. I did make the good faith gesture of not making him sacrifice Okaun.
This is true.
That's true.
Chat also says bold of Chris to assume there's no fling in Andy's hand. All right.
Yeah.
This is true.
Because
this
I
is
don't think I'm
true.
going to get another turn, I am going to play a card that I've never. This has never actually worked, and I just got a foil of it because of mystery boosters. Any guesses on what the card is?
No.
It's a fairy spells box. I don't know.
Fiery Gambit.
Oh.
Flip until I lose a flip, or I choose to stop flipping. If I lose a flip, it has no effect. If I win 1 or more flips, it deals 3 damage to target creature. If I win 2 or more flips, it deals 6 damage to each opponent. If I win 3 or more flips, I draw 9 cards and untap all of my lands.
Wow.
So we're gonna
Oh, and I'm totally dead.
attempt to roll and get 3 of these successful. That's a fail.
Killing was probably right.
Oh no.
That was
Wow.
good.
I didn't expect that.
I didn't either. After that, I pass my turn. And I have to discard. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Discarding Temple of the False God.
All right.
Chat just said no.
Just
That is
cue the
pretty
Darth
much how
Vader
I feel
sound.
right now because I had so many successful rolls.
Oh,
earlier.
that was so good.
Untap and draw. I am going to tap this. No, I'm not. Not yet. I'm going to tap this swamp for 1 black so that I can play this Lake of the Dead and sacrifice this swamp.
Mhm.
What does Lake of the Dead do again?
Lake of the Dead says I can tap it to add a black or tap it and sack a swamp to add 4 black.
Oh.
So I have 1 black floating.
Interesting.
I will tap 3 more black into it to cast a Mutilate.
Ooh.
So all creatures will get -7/-7 until end of turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Womp,
That
womp, womp.
Gray Merchant will go to my graveyard.
Yes,
Hey, just saying, if you hadn't killed me, I'd be still here to help deal with this.
I should have swung at Coil, in all honesty, but he got nailed way early in the game. I was like, no, not again.
I won't lie, I was totally going to target his Cabal Coffers with that Assassin's Trophy on your end step. That was my entire plan. I know that value train.
That's a good target for an Assassin's Trophy.
I'll tap my Cabal Coffers for 7.
Does Shirei cost 9?
Shirei costs 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, 8 because of Jet Medallion.
Chat says that I live to flip another day.
I'm going to use 3 of the mana to cast a Scarecrow. So I have 4 floating.
And that does what?
Scarecrow is a 1/2 Scarecrow that has pay 1, sacrifice a Scarecrow, draw a card, pay 4, tap it, return target artifact creature card from your graveyard to play.
Okay.
Then I will use 3 of it to cast an Ashnod's Altar.
Mm-hmm.
That's an okay card. It doesn't barely do anything.
It's sometimes okay.
At
Pretty
least
good,
Shirei's
maybe.
not out.
This is true.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap.
Hey, Chris, I have a really weird question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your last initial?
W.
Thank you very much. I record all my games.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna tap for. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna tap for 2 blue, and I'm gonna cast a Cloud of Fairies. When it enters the battlefield, I will untap up to 2 lands,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then I will tap a blue and a white, and tap my Soul Ring for colors, and cast Empyrean Eagle. So my other creatures with flying get +1/+1. And then I will pay 2 blue. And I'll cast Hypnotic Sprite from Exile since it was on an adventure.
On an
Then-
adventure.
Quill, how many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 3 cards in my hand.
3 cards in your hand.
I like all of them.
You like all of them.
I like all 100 cards in my deck, though.
He likes all of them, you guys.
Well, they're mono black. That's a given, right?
Yes, yes, it is. You know me so well.
I was saying, if you ever ask me back, I'm totally playing my Villa stack. It's either gonna be amazing or I'm gonna die with a lot of cards in my hand.
I'm gonna pay. Actually, I'll just go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and go to my Incept and pass turn.
All right. Untap. And my upkeep, I'm going to scry 1. Put that on bottom. And then roll for the Mana Crypt. I got a 4. I don't take damage. And then I will draw for turn. All right. I'm going to pay 7 to play Okaun, and I lose 2 life for Untadaki.
think you've done more damage to yourself than anybody else has.
I think you're right.
Though I know, though Chris has reached out and touched you a few times.
Reach out and touch the Andy.
I'm gonna pay 2 and equip O Naginata to Okaun.
I need a way to give him haste.
I'm gonna play Onward Battlements. That allows me to pay red and tap it to give a creature haste.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do
My
that
favorite.
to give Okaun haste. And then I move to combat and roll for Okaun.
Come on, do it.
So that is 1. So it is at 12. And that is 2, because I rolled a 4. 4 and a 1.
Calculator open right now.
24.
Get my scientific calculator.
3.
What was
Those
his
are
starting
2
power?
ones. It started at 6 power, and I got 3 of them.
Okay.
48 power.
At
Oh,
core.
you already got it?
Oh, sure. I guess. Yeah, I'll die.
And
Good
then,
luck.
Yeah, I figured. I was like, I figure I'm dying to either of you. I don't think it matters. who
I
swing
didn't
at.
have anything. I didn't have anything.
I mean, the amount of mana you had, and I just figured
Yep.
you'd have something. And
Where's lifelink when
then,
you need it?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will pass my turn.
Die to what creatures he has on the board.
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure.
I think so.
Like,
So
literally
you
casts his commander, bumps it up, and kills.
I think so.
Man, I was really hoping for a fling there.
Yeah, I was really too. I had a cool card in hand, but I didn't have the mana to use it because my creatures got wiped last turn.
which was a good call on my part. And then I got killed for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been talking to my stuff all the time because my mic got muted somehow.
Oh,
I was gonna say, to be extra safe, I'm gonna cast Winds of Abandon target Okaun to exile him.
I get to search for a basic and put it into play. Is it tapped or untapped?
Put into play. Sorry for basic land card. Put them onto the battlefield tapped.
Okay.
Okay, so he exile.
Yeah, I stuck
and
it in
then-
the command zone.
Okay. And then I'll go to combat, and I'll go ahead and swing for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Exactly 10.
Exactly 10.
Son of a-
Exactsies.
Son of a. Ugh, okay. I forgot that Empyrean Eagle also pumped the others.
Yeah.
This is why I was confused why I died.
I was like, he only puts out Alela. I'm totally fine. No. I had Savage Beating to take another combat, but when the board got wiped, I was like, oh, I have it next turn if they can't wipe the board. Oh, Chandra's Ignition was on the bottom of my library. And I had Spark
Nice.
Devil.
My perspective is if I can't have a board, nobody can have a board.
Right?
How very black player of you.
Yes.
I know.
Hey, Johnny's gay pride mate. Yes, as long as we had fun, that's all that matters. 100%.
Mhm.
I really like playing this deck a lot. Krark's Thumb makes it even more fun.
That is such a fun deck. I've been tempted to build it so many times. One day.
Build a different partners deck from Battle Bond, because I don't see all of them.
I've been tempted to do Regna and Krav just because
No.
Do Regna and Krav.
Regna is dead weight. Why would Krav take Regna out? No.
Here's
no,
the thing,
no.
though. Here's the thing.
here's the thing.
No.
You play her just for access to the colors. So you have
Exactly.
white.
Exactly.
No, it just slows you down. Krav is all
So
you need.
you play mono black plus Smothering Tithe.
Mhm.
That's great.
Weak. Which is funny,
Weak.
I just took Smothering Tithe out of my Lenda deck because the CMC curve is so low, and to make room for the Luminous Broodmouth, which is probably not a smart idea, but I didn't know what else to take out.
Chat says it's more fun. It's more fun to be the problem.
Sometimes.
I agree.
I
The only card I had left
having
in hand was Sapphire Skyblade.
I mean, I like dealing 3,072 damage trample to Dan with Okaun that turn. That was pretty cool.
Well, I thought I had an answer, but I didn't think somebody was going to counter my answer.
I'll tell you, I did a total of 12 damage that game, all from my Gray Merchant. That's the only time. That's the only time I dealt damage whole game.
It's still 12 more than I did that whole
True.
game.
I wasn't even worried about you using it as a blocker. I just wanted to take it so you didn't try to find a way to get it back from your graveyard and sacrifice it.
My math said if Okaun got to 24, I could still block with Gray Merchant and live, and I was really happy about that.
I think my recent the most recent addition to this is Shadow Spear. Well, that and I just added Footfall Crater, but this makes Okaun really good, and it's the cheapest trample lifelink enabler. It's so good.
I had somebody try to argue with me that Loxodon Warhammer is still better.
I cut it for this.
I'm like,
why do they think it's better?
Because the plus whatever it comes with it.
I think it's +3 +0.
+3 +0.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason you even really play Loxodon Warhammer is for the trample and the lifelink.
Yes.
Like I have other ways to make things big and scary. I don't need the equipment to do it.
But then I can, get rid of the hexproof and indestructible and chaos warp something if something, is a problem. So I feel like it does more than the other. So I haven't seen it play yet, but I'm hoping it does.
I have multiple copies, and I really need to put. I think the only one I'm running now is in Villas, and I have yet to see it.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody who hung out with us tonight. We this is the end of our second game. I'd start another. We usually play till 11, but if we start another, we're going to go till way after 11. So this will be the end of our stream. If you are watching on YouTube, check out our podcast, the Guardian Project Podcast. I guess if you're listening, you can also check these out. It doesn't matter which way you're listening. You can find us anywhere where you can listen to podcasts. We also post them on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at ATFlory, and you can find the podcast on Twitter at GuardianPod. Dan and Chris, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And Coil, why don't we go around? Everybody, tell everyone where they can find you. And
Yeah, this is Mike Coyle of the Guardian Project Podcast, and you can find me on Twitter at WormCoilEngine.
Dan Krause, you can find me at DP Krause Jr. on Twitter, and apparently in the near future with Mike on some Star Wars podcast.
That's right.
I'll listen to that.
Definitely. This is Chris, also known as Kelsum. You can find me on MTG Nexus as Kelsum, as well as Kelsum Gaming on YouTube and Twitter, and Kelsum Games on Twitch if I ever do actually stream myself. And yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's always a blast.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out and chat. We really appreciate it. And we will be back on Wednesday. We stream Paper Commander on Wednesdays and Fridays. We're going to have to look at that schedule in the future as, things start to change in the world and we can venture back out of our houses. So we may change our streaming schedule. But for now, you can see us next week on Wednesday and on Friday. So have a nice night.
Yeah, and maybe we'll cross paths with anyone who's playing Command Fest online tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Command Fest online, so we will be on throughout the day. So if you want to play any games with us, send us a message on Twitter. We'll jump in.
Yep.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.